You've deleted their number, blocked them on every social media app. You know on a logical level that this person caused you a lot of pain. You remember the arguments, the tears, and those times you felt completely and utterly alone. So why do you find yourself wide awake at 3 a.m. scrolling through old photos with that familiar pit in your stomach, remembering only the good times? Why does a part of you still miss the very person who broke you down? Look, if this all feels confusing, that's because it is. You're not going crazy, and you're definitely not weak for feeling this. What you're experiencing are powerful psychological forces that are wired to keep you hooked. We're going to break down the two main reasons why you can't stop missing someone who hurt you, and more importantly, what you can actually do to start breaking free.
My first point is the addictive cycle of trauma bonding.
The first and most powerful reason is something called a trauma bond. This isn't love. It's a deep, confusing attachment that forms when your relationship has repeated cycles of being hurt, followed by moments of affection. It's a bond built on survival and addiction. It's fueled by a manipulative tactic called intermittent reinforcement. The easiest way to think about it is like a slot machine. You pull the lever, you get nothing. You pull it again, nothing. But every once in a while, you hit a small jackpot, a moment of kindness, a sudden apology, a glimpse of the person you fell for. That unpredictability is what gets you. Those random rewards trigger a huge rush of the feel-good chemical dopamine in your brain. That high becomes incredibly addictive. Your brain stops craving the person and starts craving the relief from the pain. The cycle of being put down and then suddenly lifted up keeps your nervous system on edge. The person who hurts you becomes the only one you think can comfort you. And that's why leaving feels like more than just sadness. It feels like a physical, chemical withdrawal. Now let's move into the second point, the fantasy of nostalgia bias. The second reason is a bit sneakier, nostalgia bias. See, our brains have a built-in defense mechanism to protect us from pain. And one of its main tools is something called rosy retrospection. It means that over time, our minds naturally start to sand down the sharp edges of bad memories. The feelings of anger or sadness begin to fade, but the happy moments, those often stay crystal clear. All of a sudden, you're not remembering the screaming matches or the days of silent treatment. You're just remembering that one perfect weekend trip, or the way they laughed at your jokes. Your brain is playing a highlight reel, making the relationship look way better than it actually was. This creates a fantasy version of them, and that's what you're missing. You're not actually missing the real person or the real anxiety. You're missing the story your brain has conveniently rewritten for you. This nostalgia is a trap that messes with your perception and makes you forget just how much that relationship cost you. Now, moving to the last point of mine, how to start breaking free. So, how do you actually start to break this cycle? It begins with grounding yourself in reality. First, you have to fight back against that nostalgia. When a good memory pops up, let it come, but don't let it stay there by itself. Immediately follow it up with a memory of the pain. A great way to do this is to keep a list on your phone, a note with specific examples of how they hurt you. When you find yourself romanticizing things, read the list. It's a dose of reality that can quiet the longing. Second, go full no contact if you can. Every time you check their social media or answer a text, you're just pulling the lever on that slot machine again, giving intermittent reinforcement a chance to hijack your brain. Going no contact isn't about punishing them, it's about giving your own nervous system a chance to detox. And finally, you have to consciously create a new life for yourself. That relationship left a void, so you need to fill it with purpose. Reconnect with friends, find a new hobby, go on walks, journal about the future you want. You are literally rewiring your brain to show it that you can find joy and comfort without that person. Here's what I really want you to take away from this. Missing someone who hurt you is not a sign that you should go back. It's not proof that the love was more real or special. It's just proof that your brain was caught in a powerful psychological loop. It's biology. It's not a weakness. Just understanding the why behind what you're feeling is the first real step toward taking your power back. You aren't defined by the pain you went through. You're defined by your courage to heal from it. And you absolutely deserve a love that feels safe, not one that keeps you addicted to the pain. If this resonated with you, maybe share it with someone who needs to hear it too. Feeling alone in this struggle is one of the hardest parts. To help build a community right here, feel free to share your own experiences in the comments. Let's help each other heal. And don't forget to subscribe for more insights into relationship psychology and finding your way back to yourself.